What is this?
We're going streaking!
Rick's so happy.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
You flew in!
Wait, Master. It might be dangerous. You go first.
And now it's time for the Thoughts on Stuff podcast with your host, Kevin Reardon,
My body just goes into pulverations.
Rick Mararki,
Stay here for 15 more minutes, please. I'm getting a couple jelly beans. Starting to feel shaky here.
Francesca Tiedekin,
Balls.
and Todd DeFeo.
I'm going to say the pussy talk and then something about a back.
All right. We are now on the, I don't even know what episode this is. I think this is episode like 439.
Episode a lot.
Way to be prepared.
Yeah, we're not really prepared today. But that's also because we are a man down.
An important man down.
So as you noticed that
Don't
I
stress
have all
that
the-
too much.
Yeah.
whatever.
True.
I have the
It
controls.
might go to his head.
It might. But
Kevin,
I
you suck. I know you're going to
Rick,
hear
you
this
keep
later.
looking at his empty chair.
Yeah,
I
he's
know. Well, no, I'm
longing-
looking at the empty chair. I'm looking at the monitor, making sure I'm not doing anything wrong. Probably will. So if you hear a lot of, oh shit, I probably broke something. But yeah, I'm at the helm today, Palsy. I get to
Oh.
press all these buttons.
All right,
The
well,
ship is going
we're
down.
waiting for a great show.
All these buttons like this one.
Good job.
It didn't hear nothing. Like this one.
There you go.
Fart sounds. All right. I'm stupid. Well, no. We do send our best wishes to Kevin. He has a little bit of a family issues going on, and we hope all goes well and as best as it could go. So, Kevin, get well, buddy. Well, not Kevin. Kevin, well wishes, buddy. I don't want to put it out there, so
Right. Well,
I'll let him do that. So, how's everybody else doing? How's everybody's week? Sorry that we didn't have a podcast last week, but
Yeah, and Kevin's not here to ask that question, so it's a little delayed. How is everybody's week?
how was everybody's 2 weeks? It's
Yeah.
not ungodly hot anymore.
Oh,
God.
man. Last night, the difference after the rain
Ugh,
was...
I had underboob sweat, and I'm a dude.
Ew.
It was very bad.
under boob
disgusting.
sweat.
It is underboob sweat. Todd knows.
I don't have boobs.
He's got a lot of hair, though. Sweaty hair.
Sweaty hair.
I don't know. I'm just putting it out there.
But he's bald.
I mean,
No, it was like a freaking Chewbacca.
you got to manscape.
I know. Ew. I don't want to think about Tom Manscaped. That's. Oh, wow. All right, what about you, Franny? Nothing?
Nothing.
Any trips?
Nope.
No trips?
No trips.
No
Stayed
good
in the
stuff?
country.
Stayed in the country?
Yeah. I mean, if you count going to Wildwood as like a trip, but that kind of is like another country in its own right.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a greasy Jersey Shore version of Italy.
Well, wow.
Yeah.
Ew. They still call it Childwood. I used to call it Childwood.
Now it's Wild Hood.
Yeah, it's true, too. Yep.
Oh my god.
Hold on. All right, we're good. I'm not going to mess with all these things. I don't do soundboards. It's stupid. Because I got fat fingers.
You were having a ball about
I
10
was.
minutes ago.
Then I can't see stuff. But we're good. All right.
Did you get your
I'm gonna-
glasses checked?
Yeah, it's really small print, but I'm going to play Franny's favorite bed.
Clap
It's a-
ukulele?
Yes.
I love this song. I gotta get Kevin. If you're out there, get me this.
All right.
This is my
So
new
now-
ringtone. Every time Rick calls,
It's pretty cool.
and then to call me and ask me what he called me for.
All right. So what we're going to
Todd
do,
knows about that.
we're going to have pretty much a free flow today.
What was I going to tell you? I don't know. You're going to tell me, Rick.
You called me, remember? Oh, that's right.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a little free flow, and we're just going to kind of like a potpourri of whatever the hell we want to talk about.
Potpourri.
Look at me.
Look at you.
I used that word because I heard it in Jeopardy.
It was on his word of the day toilet paper.
It was. No, wipe my butt.
Poopery.
That's one of the best commercials.
Oops, I crapped my pants. Now, what I really want to talk about, though, and the main focus of today, and we're going to have many focuses, which actually really
So
isn't
then
a
that
focus.
wouldn't be the main
Yeah.
focus if
Well,
there's,
anyway.
yeah.
I want to talk about regrets.
Regrets.
If we have any regrets. I think this is a good topic.
Does this afternoon count?
Yes.
This podcast we will be regretting after.
Kevin regretting lending me all his stuff because
Yeah,
I'm
after you
probably
break
gonna
it.
break it. I'm not gonna break it, Kevin. I'm sorry. I'll try not to. But anyway, anybody have any big regrets? I know I always regretted. I always put my foot in my mouth all the time, and I don't know so much. Yeah, I guess it counts as regrets, but
Yeah, well, there's two different kinds. You regret saying something, in your case, but regrets are
regret-
more life decisions or,
yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, there's a lot of things, but no, I'm always famous for my mouth goes faster than my head.
Yeah.
I mean, by a
That's-
long shot.
Your
By
butt's
a lot.
your butt's even faster than that.
Yep. So just I know this doesn't count, but just a blanket apology. I'm apologizing over the, I guess, internet waves. Not really airwaves, but internet waves. A blanket apology. I'm sorry if I ever put my foot in my mouth and said something that I shouldn't have said, which is probably everybody I walked into at one point. So,
Yeah.
Every day.
I think
pretty
we all
much.
suffer from that from time to time.
but I mean, me, I knowing as coming from stand-up comedy, and I have a tendency to, if it's funny, I'll just keep going and going and going and going. Not letting effects get in the way of me keep going, but I just make it funny. And sometimes you do some things and you say some things and you shouldn't have said, and that's it. Anybody else? Guys, I feel like Dr. Phil right now.
I mean, I think in general, anything that happens to you, like if you look back on it and it didn't go the way you wanted it to, you're going to say, I really regret the way I handled it. But I think you can learn from every experience, whether it's good or bad. So, like, I don't know, do I regret what my major was in college or something because of the career that I chose?
Oh, that I regret big
Right.
time.
But, I mean, at the same time, if you did, I mean, you're a little bit different because you were an art history major, so you're...
Yeah, what do
That's
you
why I regret
with
my whole
that?
major.
I was just going to say, if I wasn't a communication major, I probably wouldn't be here. I probably wouldn't have met either of you.
Well, that's another regret.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's not a regret. The only good part is I was actually going to Temple, like full-fledged going to Temple.
Mm.
I would have never met this bald-headed freak. And actually, he had hair back then. Remember them days, Palsy?
Yeah.
He had
Still,
hair.
I
do
still need
remember
to
that.
see this elusive picture.
He had long hair too. It was kind of.
There's a picture in the office where I have
I
hair.
don't remember the front because even the long hair, I remember you having a hat on all the time. So I've never actually saw the top of your head with hair.
No.
No,
I
I don't think
mean-
I've ever seen the top of your head with hair. The
I
uncovered.
knew you from, like, 99, 2000
Yeah, you
until...
wore a hat.
I didn't start shaving my
99%
head.
of the time. No, forget about it. I remember you having hair.
When I started working here in 2001, I didn't wear a hat all the time.
Yeah, I don't remember you having
And
hair.
I didn't start shaving my head till, like, 2006, maybe?
Yeah, but that wasn't
2007.
your long hair days. I remember the long hair days.
You were
No.
bald when I met you.
Right. What year was that?
2006.
Okay, so 2006.
1995.
Come on.
I love you,
No,
buddy.
we're talking about when you started to realize you weren't ever going to be able to grow a beard, Rick.
That was like stage 2.
Right.
My husband can't grow a beard. He has a patch under his chin for like with no hair,
Me.
and it just looks ridiculous.
I get the patch under my chin, so I look
Yeah,
like a billy
it's like-
goat, but I don't get it like above or on the sides,
his is on
so I
the
look
bottom.
ridiculous.
Looks-
I look
Yeah,
like
you
I
do
have
get
chin
right
shadow.
underneath your
Yeah,
chin.
it's bad.
Yeah, but you're not right at like under your
No,
lip.
So,
nothing.
wait, so you haven't shaved for like a few days, right?
2 or 3.
Jesus, and there's like
Whoa.
nothing there except
Even
for
I got
just
more
under your
facial
chin.
hair than that after 4 days.
Awesome.
Wow.
Wow, it's gonna be that kind of show. That's awesome. Wow.
What? I'm Italian.
no,
I have
I know.
upper lip hair.
No, that's
Rick
fine. I'm
pretends to
okay.
be Italian too.
I'm Italian, dude. I'm just not as. I'm not that.
I'm
hairy.
hairier than you are. Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that.
Listen, it's a blessing, Rick. I you know,
Hey, he's got hairy elbows, Todd.
I do. I got hair. Yeah.
Hairy
Everywhere.
elbows.
Hairy elbows. I didn't know it grew there.
His does.
Well,
I mean,
Italian. Not really.
not really here.
All right, let's not talk about hair.
I know we don't have
It's
video this week, so
creepy.
Yeah. We
Um,
didn't know how to set that up.
Yeah. This show's gonna be fun. No, So what else? Regrets? None.
I mean,
I don't know.
I That's a good topic.
I mean,
I just want to tell everybody out there that I thought up with this topic like, was it a minute and a half before you guys all got
Right.
here?
Yeah.
We
we
didn't come
tried.
prepared.
Yeah, we don't really have a prepared show today because
So
we
do you
didn't think we have
regret
everything.
not preparing for this show?
I never prepared for shit.
No, you don't. No.
No, I kind of do. I don't know.
No,
I
I
felt like we didn't have it last week, and today would be the only day we would be able to record
Let's
because
do
we
this.
were busy.
So
So,
we're doing this because there was opportunity.
goddamn right.
Well, like I said, the regrets there's huge regrets, life decisions, and then there's like,
I
oh my
regret half
God, I
of my
regret
tattoos.
not throwing the second base when I should have because I could have got the guy out.
No, I mean
instead.
I'm
threw it
actually
to
talking
third.
about life-changing
Right.
Yeah,
regrets.
I
Or
I
do you
kind
have
of
none?
I don't. It's not that I don't have any. It's I'm a believer of like what Todd said, like that. It shapes who you are. Like I'm here because of the decisions I did or did not make and stuff like that. And yeah, sometimes I go, maybe I should have, but you still on the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and you're gonna be miserable.
I like that, and
So just-
I absolutely agree.
This is me. Take it or leave it.
But
Most people
so
like
maybe
to leave it.
regrets is probably the wrong word.
Right, because so I brought up earlier you were an art history major and you said you regretted that, but you told me the same thing. Like, oh, if I didn't go back to school,
I went back to school like 5 times.
right, but if you didn't go back to school for
Huh.
radio, then you wouldn't be where you are today.
Which is
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
Well,
nowhere.
but
But
okay,
yeah,
well,
no, it
the
is.
conversation we had was a few months ago,
Yeah.
which whatever. So yeah, things happen, and you can't control 90% of it.
Yeah. My shitty major brought me to this
Right.
group.
I was an art history major because I like to smoke weed. That's basically
I
it.
mean,
I did graphic design, and somehow I wound up in radio, which is a little bizarre. But
Oh, we had this discussion before. I can't do graphic design.
yeah, apparently the pictures look the same.
It does. All the pictures look the same. I know what I mean, Franny. I know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. Where
How-
it's not. There's nothing that truly makes it unique. Like
If you draw a house on a computer, and I draw a house on a computer, and we both have the same tools to draw that house,
it will look different.
I don't know how.
It'll look different because you're
But it
using the
won't look
tools
as
differently.
different.
Yeah, but you're using the tools differently. It's like a pencil. You're using the pencil differently.
I have a question about your major, though, Rick.
Why?
Well, how many
Yeah, pretty much.
art history classes can you possibly
Well, it was
take?
art history and music history. They had to combine it.
They had to combine it.
Uh,
Okay, so
It was art history though. It was
like,
more
how many
about.
courses did you have to take total?
It was.
Well, it was weed
I
101.
want to say hash, rolling.
Did you know any other
How
people
to
in the same
properly
major?
pack a
Who?
Were there other people in the same major?
Yeah, I wasn't the only person in that major.
I
Dick.
know, but
I was the only female digital art major in my
I'm
class.
gonna tell you something right now. That's kind of it might have been. the
That's
reason
why they let me slide when there was an issue with
And
my
I was
courses.
was one of the only male art history majors
The only
because
female.
that's
There's
why you chose
a lot
your
of
major?
hippies.
No.
no, it's I actually like art. I like that. I like that side of the brain. I like that.
Did you start as an education major?
I was an education major
Oh God,
for
help us all.
for a whole
See, now that's a
semester.
decision you shouldn't regret.
I don't.
For a one semester?
For one
how many,
semester.
How many classes did you take in the major?
2.
2?
Yeah.
And you were turned off by it that quick?
Yeah, because we had this. All right, I'll tell you. We had a story in class, and we're like, there were different teaching methods of
Story
students.
time?
Yeah, it's pretty much story time. There are different teaching methods, and the one teacher is like, every student is at one point in their life, every student's the same, and all children are supposed to be treated the same. I said, okay, that's fine, no problem. Then they went into secondary ed, and they're like, every student should have the same chances. You're absolutely right. But I said the world needs ditch diggers. You can look at a person, and they're 14, 15 years old, and they show absolutely no effort, and they're dumb as a rock. They're a ditch digger.
Yeah.
That's it. And she's like, maybe you shouldn't be a teacher. I was like, oh, maybe you shouldn't be a teacher.
I mean,
but
if you're 14, 15, you could still... You
You
still have
could.
time to
you could. You
better
absolutely
yourself.
could.
But you can't look at the kid and be like,
But
you're going to
the
be a failure.
effort. No, my thing was, you're going to be a failure if you don't do this.
Right.
And she's like, no, you can't say that. I'm like, yes, I can.
You can't say. You can
Well,
think
it's
it.
not that they're a failure. It's just, yeah, you're gonna be doing that. You're gonna be like in a trade instead of in an office.
And there's nothing.
So
And
digging
that's
ditches
something.
is a lot of effort.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. I want to get ditch. That's hard work.
Yeah, right.
It's too pretty.
So you can't say to the kid, "Oh, you're lazy. You're gonna be a ditch digger." It's more like you might be a bum or, homeless.
Oh, that's so much better.
Well,
to say.
you can't.
That's
I mean,
almost the same.
digging ditches is, and you know what? Those people who dig ditches probably make decent money.
They do.
I think we should, when this radio company thing fails, we should all go
Right.
ditch digs.
Ditch digs.
Digs
Yeah.
dishes.
All right.
Digs
What?
ditches.
Kevin's here in
Whatever.
spirit.
Yes,
Yep.
Kevin is here.
It's his
Hi,
fault.
Kevin. I don't know, but no. Yeah. I don't really like kids that give me like attitude. I don't have like that filter. That
Because you
Yeah.
were that kid.
yeah, I absolutely was that kid. I absolutely was that kid, and you're absolutely right. But if a 12-year-old like gives me lip, no, I won't be able to do it. I would be cursing these kids out. I know, and I shouldn't be a teacher, and I'm not. But I mean, I could be a good teacher. I can relate to it. I don't
What
mind
subject
young
would
teachers.
you teach?
I would probably teach math.
Math?
It was like elementary school math. I could do that.
You sure? We
Dude,
had a
that
math
must-
test
But that's
earlier.
forming.
Scratch your ass. That's not elementary.
Yeah, it
that's
was.
forming
it was
the
division.
foundation.
No, I did good in math.
Not in the math test we had.
Huh?
Why wouldn't you teach? Like,
I think
art
we're going back
class?
to the tape. I would do that, but there's no.
Tape. There's tape.
There's video. Pretty sure. Maybe. Maybe
Right,
there's
no.
not. I don't know.
That was a technology joke.
Oh yeah. But that's the problem. There's no more arts in schools. And I took arts. I took music classes, and
I had to take a music class at
I
LaSalle.
loved it.
It was that music composition
Mhm.
in the the
observatory.
weird like dome room.
I like the fact that
We took a lot of.
there's right side of the brain and there's left side of the brain, and if you can utilize,
Now he's a doctor.
Philosophy.
I'm a philosophizer.
Philosophizer?
Philosophizer.
You mean philosopher?
I meant to say philosophizer.
We're philosophizing time.
Philosophy was a great
Philosophizer.
class.
And he
And we-
figured out the beds.
We were forced
Congratulations.
to take it at LaSalle.
I'm a
yeah, I
philosophizer.
had to take. It was either
Yeah.
philosophy
like-
or something else.
I think that when we were there, you had to take a combination of religions and philosophies. I think
Yeah.
5 total, maybe. But the philosophy classes were great. And actually, the religion classes weren't bad either because it wasn't like
To take-
The
Well,
one
Catholicism.
I had to
philosophy
take
whatever you
one.
class
want.
that I took, the lady actually told me I was extremely smart for the way I looked. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. She's like, she's like, was she Russian or something? She wasn't American.
What are you asking me for?
Oh wait, was this the art it was philosophy of art.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had her. She has
Real
that
tall,
real
skinny.
thick
Yeah.
blonde short hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was awesome.
I had her. She
She's
was
like, why don't
crazy.
you become, she goes, why don't you do this? I was like, she's like, you're really, really good at this. I'm like, I just.
She was Ukrainian, I think. She
Yeah.
had that real thick Ukrainian
Ukraine, not
accent.
weak. She was big
Yeah.
broad, too. Big girl.
She was she scared the shit out of
big
me.
broad.
You know what you just quoted there?
What? Ukraine, not
Seinfeld.
weak?
You
Listen,
just
all right.
quoted Seinfeld, and
All
you
right,
were
we're gonna
ripping
go
it
back
earlier.
and forth to this Seinfeld thing. I will finally say it. I did like Seinfeld. I just don't get the whole Seinfeld religion type of.
It's not a
Let's
religion.
quote everything from everything's related to Seinfeld.
Only certain, like Alex does it because he's a big fan, but you don't.
That's what I'm saying. No, there are
Right.
no. I'm not.
I will only
making
do it
fun of
around
you.
people who I know appreciate.
But there
it.
are a bunch of. I'm saying there are a
But
bunch
you
of
just
people that do
quoted
that.
Seinfeld yourself.
I probably do all the time and not even realize it.
do.
There are a bunch of people, but then there's people who go, "Oh my God, it's Seinfeld! Remember that when Jerry came in and then Kramer did something stupid and George was all mad?" That's every
People don't do
goddamn
that-
episode.
People don't do that every
Yeah,
now.
that's
Maybe 10 years ago.
stupid. I don't like it. I don't like
It's
a lot of
stupid.
things. I'm cranky. But anyway,
You're always
Um,
cranky.
what was I saying? Oh, philosophizer.
Yeah.
About the left
You-
side of your
you
brain.
are-
and your
Yeah,
right
I mean,
side
if
of
you
your
can
Smarter
think-
than you look, you said.
Yes, I'm smarter than I look. I don't know. If
from the
that's a-
crazy Ukrainian lady.
Yeah, I think she liked me.
And if you're clearly not so smart, then you must really look dumb.
It's pretty true. But no, I mean, if you can use, obviously, if you can access both sides of your brain, you're going to be more intelligent. But there's a textbook way of thinking of things.
Mhm.
There are very textbook smart people.
Wait.
What?
Actually, left and
Don't-
right has to do like
don't-
like creativity.
Don't
Yeah.
most aren't? I mean, maybe
There
the
are certain
degrees
people.
are different, but
Yeah, yeah.
everyone,
No, that's what I'm saying.
everyone
Everybody
has
uses
access to both sides of their
No,
no,
brain.
everybody uses both sides, but the more creative people use more of one side than the other.
Which side?
Left.
That's
I
left,
think.
I think.
You're left. Yeah.
Because isn't the brain a cognitive or something? I'm using words I probably shouldn't. I'm gonna say a
I
fact.
don't know.
Don't.
Mental note for
But
next
you
show
are
preparation.
Smarter than you look.
I am sorry.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
No. There's some smart. First of all, there's some smart fucking 5th graders. Stupid.
Well, the thing about that show,
Is I don't remember the shit.
that's
from
what
5th
it
grade.
is.
Right.
It's stuff like photosynthesis. We all know what that is. But like,
Geography.
plants.
and-
yeah,
Right? And photosynthesis, plants.
yeah.
Plants. Bing down.
Is
Where's
it
the button?
The
photosynthesis plants?
mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. I'll never forget that.
There, I
Isn't
figured out
it
the thing.
plants?
Plants.
Chlorophyll.
More like borophyll.
Rick knows chloroform. Hey,
I have a joke like
that
that.
was a rapey joke.
Oh, I was
I know.
saying.
Yeah.
So what was it
Civil
made
War
for?
fort.
No. I was like, what was scientists' first?
Scientists.
Scientists.
What are scientists?
What are scientists' first reason for inventing chloroform? Because it wasn't to rape bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty
We
bad.
should boo.
How come there's like a little
There's a pop.
noise?
I don't
yeah,
know why.
There's pops before and after every sound effect.
I don't know. That's why I'm not using it. I'm probably doing something wrong. There's a very good chance.
It's fine. I'll give Kevin something to laugh at.
Nah, like Kevin. All right, whatever.
You done philosophizing?
Philosophizing. No, but like it's true. Like if you think of the creative side, isn't this is right and this is wrong. This is why this is right and this is why this is wrong and why and how can we fix it? Does that make any sense?
I guess.
All right, I'm gonna just keep this. Somebody else talk. 'Cause
The best part of philosophy was there was no wrong answer.
Exactly.
So
that's why I was great at it. I
Right,
could
so,
bullshit
like-
anything.
one class we had to write a journal every day, and you just ask a bunch of questions. That why if only good exists, then why do bad things happen and all that crap? And you can just talk yourself in circles and be like, oh, way to think.
But it does. It's an exercise. But that's what it is. It's
Oh, you
an
know, that
exercise
was
of
for
thinking.
I had a class specifically
It's
on
called dumbass.
St. Thomas Aquinas. Like it was the philosophy of St. Thomas Aquinas.
Yeah, but that's stupid.
That's
I
specific.
don't like that.
Yeah.
I had sports and spirituality.
If everything
Oh,
was
man, that's
good,
That was
then
a
why are there
upgrade
bad things?
course.
Dumb.
The
Wait, what'd
book
you have?
was called Nike as a Goddess. It was actually Father Frank Berna taught
Well,
the class.
Nike was
He
a
wore
goddess.
Hawaiian shirts. He wouldn't wear his
That's
I guess
awesome.
the whatever you call it, the collar or whatever. And he actually
Priest
told us the first day in class, he was like, a lot of people think you got to go to heaven. He goes, but honestly, I kind of want to go to hell. I feel like that's where the party's going to be. He goes, because you really think the alkies and the druggies are going to go to heaven? No, they're going to go to hell, and that's where it's just going to be one big ass party. So that was what I learned in sports and spirituality.
Good
Other
job,
than that,
Father.
I thought nothing else.
I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of alcoholics and drug addicts in heaven.
Oh yeah, definitely, they're good people.
If they weren't hurting
Right?
anybody else.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it was. I don't know why. I think it was just like his weird way of more like. I don't know. It was like the first day. I was like, who is
I
this?
think
guy?
there's a lot of people sniffing in hell.
Ah.
Cocaine.
We had a very weird conversation earlier with Alex. I think you
Really?
missed it. No, about Alex. I'm not going to talk about the other stuff. Alex, who works with us,
Oh, doesn't know how to blow his nose.
he does not know how to blow his
Oh,
nose.
I overheard
He's
that.
24 years old, does
I-
not know how to blow his nose.
Ignored it because
Dirty
I didn't want to.
I
Because
think that's a lie.
He also said he's never had a cold.
My one buddy tried to say that too. I was never really sick.
I
That's
think
good.
you
You'll die
forgot.
when you're 30.
Well, that's what he said. He's like, oh, I'm going to probably end up getting.
He's
He's
gonna
like,
get
I'm going to get some,
The sniffles.
You
and-
gotta get
Deathly
sick because
disease.
then it builds up the antibodies and then you get better.
You, Mr. Scientist.
Science, bitch.
builds up the antibodies.
I got biology lessons.
I'm also
Well-
Mr. Not playing with my mic cord, Todd.
Is that making noise?
Yeah.
Sorry. I can't hear it.
Yeah,
I know because you deaf.
Don't turn. That's mine.
No, it's not. That's Todd's.
I just like saying that. Make y'all.
Oh,
jacked up.
yeah.
Ooh,
So I don't know.
How do you
How do you not learn how to blow your nose when you're like 4?
Like
I
well,
definitely think that's a lie.
I just did it.
He has to.
Like
Done. Learned it. Learned it. Done. Done. Did it again. Up, blow
Although
my nose. I'm a
brother-
genius.
my brother wouldn't blow his nose. So my mom had that thing. She called it the suck monster.
Oh, yeah.
It was that like eye drop thing, and it was like, and she put up his nose and suck out this. It was disgusting. but he wouldn't blow his nose.
What about like
so it was the
like
he
a
was
turkey baster.
screaming. Yeah,
neti
but little.
pots?
What?
Neti
What
pot?
about neti pots?
I done that.
You've done it?
I
Yeah.
I've never
almost
done it.
died doing one.
Like you pour
Matt
something
can
up
do
your
it.
one nostril and it comes out the other. or
Yeah.
You have
something?
to
It's
lean
fine.
your head forward though,
It's easy. Just make sure the water's not that hot because I did that with hot water.
and it has to be like salt
Never
water.
do that again.
But like,
They sell packages.
yeah, the one that Matt uses is actually like a squeeze bottle too. But I don't. But you have to like keep your mouth
Yeah, you
a
have to
little
keep
bit
your mouth a
open,
little open
and
and get
just
the
like
airflow.
breathe out of your mouth, and it somehow drips out the other side. Mine, I think, went into my lungs. I started like drowning.
What
myself.
exactly just goes up there?
It goes
Water?
up water.
just
It's like a
water and
saline,
saline
solution. You mix
It
like
just flushes out your nasal cavity.
yeah.
I'm
So
all
weird.
fucking
Ew, and all the
scientific
snot
today.
like drops out with the water out the other
Damn.
side. It's
I'm
because
gonna
it's
be a
all
doctor. How
long
one
does that
unit
take?
back there.
4.5 hours.
No, I mean like, is it like instantaneous or is it like?
Oh, it clears you out
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah, you do the whole bottle. It's like a little squeeze bottle. I
Yeah.
did the same thing.
It's like
About
yeah, it's about the size of like a fist.
4 ounces, maybe.
Not
And then
Rick's
how long
fist.
does it
Rick's
keep you
fist's
clear?
huge. Couple hours,
Fuck,
an
I don't
hour or
know.
2 or something. Like it starts to
I
build
do
back
before I
up
go to
again.
bed.
You can do it like once or you can't do it too much or it'll dry you out and you'll get nosebleeds because of the saline.
Mm.
But Matt usually does it like right before he goes to bed when he's sick, just to like help
Yeah.
get rid of the days.
And what it
worth.
does is then you'll feel yourself draining. This is a lovely
Drain.
topic to talk about.
Whatever.
Like I said, I don't know if Matt laughs at me because I'm like choking over the sink. He's like, "You're not doing it right." I'm like, "Yes, I am." And he's like, "No, you're not." Shut up.
Sorry. Yeah.
You guys bend
I
over
won't.
the sink. I mean, you're not gonna do it on the floor. Rick's head's gonna explode. Why are you doing this?
This just in. Franny bends over the sink.
Yeah, just with my neti pot up my nose.
Sorry, Mrs.
Look
Franny.
at that fading the music.
Did you just say Mrs. Franny?
Yeah. I don't know. Your mom's how called Mrs. Franny. Yeah, this is popping. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know.
I did something probably.
My headphones also squeak. It's very annoying. Do yours squeak?
No, mine's fine.
Oh,
Like I just hear whatever. Anyway, so Rick and I last night went to see Suicide Squad,
Oh, I want to see that.
and Rick hates. Jared Leto.
Spoiler alert: the good guys win, but the good guys are actually the bad guys. So the bad guys win.
Yeah, it's like the
Mind
worst.
blown.
Not
Sorry.
really.
They don't technically win though.
No, it's
It's a Suicide
I was
Squad.
reading something about it today too that kind of.
all right. That's my other thing that I'm gonna go off on. But go ahead, keep going.
I was just gonna say like there's a plot item, whatever plot point that
Plot hole
it's kind of dumb. Like the whole
is a bunch.
yeah.
It's a comic book
Well,
movie.
and I don't know the original story, but it's like I don't know. So the plot isn't great, but I thought the action and a lot
It's
of
a
the
comic
acting
book
was
movie.
good.
If you're
Yeah.
looking for a plot on a comic book movie, don't go to a comic book movie.
No.
It's a comic book movie.
How is
Bad guys gonna get in trouble. Bad guys gonna get in a fight. Bad
How-
guys gonna win.
how is
Or
what's
good
her
guys gonna win.
face is Harley Quinn?
I love her.
I
I
thought
was a
she
little-
was good.
I was a little skeptical about.
She was
the
a little
Harley
weird,
Quinn.
Rick
but
was
I
like,
liked it.
"Oh, she's hot." I'm like, "No, I thought she was really good."
She's hot. The hotness does overtake a lot of things.
Right.
But
she was pretty crazy. Like she played it pretty well.
She's okay. I don't know. I liked it. She was good, but she wasn't. She was a little.
Apparently, they're gonna have a Harley Quinn movie too.
Oh, they're probably gonna have all of them.
Yeah, they're gonna have which there's too many. If every character from last night has their own movie,
No.
no one's gonna go see them all.
No.
Will Smith. I just have a problem with Will Smith because he's Will Smith in every goddamn movie.
Yeah, but I mean that's a pretty big actor for that
That-
type of
Oh,
ensemble cast.
Dude, no, they have a whole big. Look at the movies they had before. Well, superhero
Right, but
movies
the-
are starting to get big actors.
but him, and like Jared Leto, or and I guess Margot Robbie now are the only ones that were huge stars. Like the rest of them were just random dudes.
You bet that Viola Adams.
Yeah, Viola Davis.
Viola Davis.
What did you
was
call-
I say?
what did you call her?
Viola Adams.
Adams. Yeah, no, that's not her name.
Uh,
Yeah, she's a big star, but I mean, she wasn't really a superhero.
No.
I don't know. I didn't like the Joker thing.
Oh, did he? Oh.
Yeah, first he said he thought he was trying to be Jack Nicholson, but
Nicholson.
I thought he was trying to be.
He was trying to be both. You're absolutely right. He was trying to
Right.
be. He's a mixture of
Ledger.
both Jokers.
Earlier today, you went off on his laugh.
I didn't
I
think
didn't
he was
like it because his
bad.
laugh wasn't the same. He could have been real. There were parts. I don't want to completely trash it because there were parts where he was amazing, and then there were parts where it was like,
The other thing was he wasn't really a focus of the movie.
no, he wasn't. He
So,
was a secondary. He
it's
was in
hard to
clips and.
Create
Yeah.
an opinion because
No, I hear you. I just don't like the fact that they were doing the tattoos.
Oh,
like
up his
they
face.
all have tattoos. Harley Quinn had tattoos.
Harley
Stop.
Quinn never had tattoos.
I know. That's my point.
I don't really
Stop
like the
it.
outfit they put her in, though.
Now Joker, they had.
I liked her one
we
piece.
liked it.
And I bet you did. I liked her one piece, like the
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
jumper suit
I
in the
have
comics.
bandanas that are bigger than her shorts.
Yeah,
And
they.
it's nice.
Why'd they even put her in shorts?
Yeah, I agree. They should have just taken them off. Wait, what?
Like,
That's a kids' movie.
It's the movie Wolf of Wall Street.
She was naked.
That was a good movie.
That was a good. I forgot what I was gonna say now. Moving on. Hey, I just went to a different place. Okay.
Should I
All right.
slide over? or-
Focus. You gotta slide in a different room. No. Yeah. No. Jared Leto was. There were some parts where he was really good, but he's just. I don't know. The laugh was changing. Like, did you notice his laugh was different in different parts? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being nitpicky.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. I think he was good, but he's not going to be Heath Ledger, so people are going to he's not that good.
But
you know?
people did the same thing with Heath Ledger. When Heath Ledger was like, he's not Jack Nicholson.
No.
Yeah.
He got so much credit, and maybe it was because
He got credit
died,
afterwards.
But
Before, they didn't like it at all.
No.
At all.
I
They thought it
liked-
was like a horrible decision. Because he broke back.
right, but they're called actors for a reason.
Yeah.
I understand that. That's why Jared Leto's not really a great actor.
Actually.
He's not bad. He's not bad. He's just, I don't know. Like I said, I got to see him more.
Off
won an
topic, you
Oscar.
know who made a great villain? Jim Carrey as the Riddler. I liked
He was good
him
because he.
as the Riddler.
Well, that's the thing. When people play insane parts,
He's-
it's kind of
he's
better if there's
put on this
insane
earth
people.
for that.
Yeah, like Jack Nicholson is insane.
Even
He plays
Jim
a good
Carrey.
insane person. Jim Carrey is
In
insane.
that one movie he did, I think it was like 23 or something like
Yeah.
that. He was
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, the other guy's insane too.
Awesome.
That
Did you go to
John
see that with me?
Malkovich.
The number 23?
23?
No, I
You
was
didn't-
completely
Are you sure?
confused in that movie.
I went.
I'm
I think I went with
I saw-
Gooch and Reese. Actually,
That
this
was
was. I
stupid.
mean, it came out what 10 years ago or something.
Yeah, it was crazy.
No, I was 2000.
I followed that movie for exactly 23 minutes.
I want to say 2006.
It was awful.
5 or 6 it came out.
It was just after the movie.
I was in college.
for weeks. It was just like.
All you saw was the number 23.
Well, yeah, it was just like 7 plus 6 plus 10 is 23. Like everyone just kept saying that.
It,
Yeah, it
it
is.
screwed me up.
I'm like, wait, is it? Yep.
Kind of like the Truman Show screwed us up.
Oh, Truman Show, such a great movie.
Oh, it's so good.
Jim Carrey is. I mean,
great
such
actor.
a. Yeah,
Remember
he's
The
so
Mask?
good.
That was funny.
Sorry.
And yeah, no one respects his serious work because of all the other movies he
Because
did.
he was Fire
He
Marshal.
should have won
Bill.
like 8 Oscars.
He's a
Stop.
good actor.
Yeah.
He is, but he's a little bit of a nut job.
That's why he's a good actor. They're all
It's true.
nuts.
You know, who's a
You
good
have
actor?
to be something special to be like, I want to do something and have people pick me apart.
You know, who's a good
and my
actor that I like that he's really, really good? Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman's in a lot of shit, and
Yeah.
he's fucking good. And he plays crazy. He could play a sane person. He's just
Right.
good.
He was in the Batman movies, right?
He's
Yeah.
Professor Gordon, Commissioner Gordon,
Yeah.
God.
and then he was also in the Vampires. He was in a bunch of stuff. Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh, right.
Who's in that?
Wait, is it that one? What was the one with Interview with a Vampire?
The Brad Pitt one?
Yeah,
Oh, that was a good movie.
yeah. He was in that one. He was in a bunch of movies. I can't think of them off the top of my head. I probably could Google it, but that would take effort. So
Yeah. Me too.
I'm not gonna do that.
Lazy.
All right.
Overall, I thought it was good, and I don't really know.
It was a good movie.
Too
I
much of the
really liked the
story.
movie.
But yeah, I thought it was. Really
I
good.
thought they did an excellent job of explaining everything, the movie and explaining everything that happens. They do that in the very beginning,
Yeah.
and it's great because they don't give like a big, long-winded thing. It's just bang, 5 minutes. This is why they're this, and this is what's gonna happen, and then there's the movie.
Did you say bang for 5 minutes?
That's you giving me 4 minutes that I probably wouldn't need.
The only thing is like,
Hey, oh.
I mean, it wasn't that bad. Just there's so many characters that, and most of them are not really known. You know, like I only
Well, I knew.
right. You're a comic book guy. Like I said, I read an article today, and it said that comic book people will know all of the characters.
I feel like
but-
this is one of the
it's
first
from a comic
ones where you really need to be a comic book fan to really get it.
No,
No, just
because if the movie in itself, like he said before,
yeah,
has a
it needs-
lot of action,
It has to.
and it's
that
fun.
appeals to the masses.
and they explain who's who,
and they
there's,
explain
like,
who's
you
who,
know,
and they do
Yeah.
all that, but I mean, you're not gonna be as involved. Like, there's not gonna be that
like the
moments
new,
because
like
you don't
the
know who
new
they
Star
are.
Wars was like that. Everybody gets the premise of it, but unless you really are a fan of all the three, there are certain things you just didn't get.
So good.
I thought
Rogue.
because Matt's really never seen a couple of them, and he was like, "Who's that? What's this? What's this?" And I'm like, "Okay."
You see the new trailer for Rogue One, Rick?
Hold on.
Oh, that's so good.
That brings me to my next topic. We're gonna talk about Comic-Con movie trailers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just say one last thing about Suicide Squad. The soundtrack was amazing, and
the
Rick
soundtrack was
agreed.
awesome.
So good. It kind of reminded me. I was saying last night of The Watchmen, where that soundtrack was great throughout the entire movie too. Old stuff, new stuff, like rock, hip hop. It was
It was
awesome.
really, really good. It was really, really good. You mentioned Rogue One.
That looks so good. I think I texted you immediately after they released it.
There's a Rogue One trailer that came out. They had a bunch of them. They had Doctor Strange. That trailer
Yeah.
came out that looks ridiculously good. The big ones were the.
There's too many Doctor Stranges though. Because there's Doctor Strange from Batman, and then there's this other Doctor Strange that has nothing to do with Batman.
I like the
Well,
Captain
the other
Underpants.
ones was Professor, but yeah, it's okay. It's the same thing. Yeah, no, it's not the same.
I
But
got
whatever.
excited over the Captain Underpants movie.
It's a Captain Underpants movie.
Yeah, it was a book. They were books.
Yeah, I remember that. It was a kid's book.
The
Sausage
new Harry
Party.
Potter book came out. Like
Well, that's the
yesterday.
new. They're
yeah.
making. Aren't they making like a new
It's the 8th.
Harry Potter movie type of thing?
Rob was talking about it.
Yeah.
Somebody
It's like 19 years later or
ordered
something
it,
like
but
that.
they got it a
Yeah.
day late. I don't know
Yeah.
what he was telling me last night.
Anyway, back to your movies.
Thank you.
Stuff Rick knows about.
Stuff I know about. They had a preview for the Justice League. This kid, were you the one that told me you didn't know what the Justice League was?
I know what Justice League is.
Everyone knows
What
Justice.
is it?
Kevin probably didn't know what the
Superman
Justice
and Batman and all those dudes that are on the DC
Superman,
side,
Batman, and all those.
and all the guys that you know.
It's Aquaman,
League. Isn't
Cyborg,
Wonder Woman Justice League?
Wonder Woman,
Yeah,
the Flash,
The Green Lantern.
Green Lantern was in Justice League eventually.
For like a minute. Oh yeah, like towards the
Yeah.
end. But he wasn't an original.
yeah.
But-
they showed it in the Batman vs Superman movie. right?
Yeah. It's
Still
gonna be
haven't
awesome.
seen that.
I want to tell you right now.
I could have watched it on the plane on the way home, but I was like, nah. I watched
So,
Deadpool. And
It was
Sandlot
decent.
and
Rick
stuff.
thought the
Deadpool's
extended version was a lot better
That's
though.
good choices right there. Yeah, the Ultimate Edition of a Batman Superman.
Mm.
It's I want to say it's 20 minutes longer, and it's a long movie to begin with, but it's so worth it because it just fills in so much shit, and it's only 20 minutes, but it just there are parts in that movie where I watched the Ultimate Edition, and I'm like, why would you cut this out? There's so many things you could have cut out of this movie and put that back in. It would have made so much more sense.
Yeah.
I just thought the ending was still stupid. Wait,
It
your
wasn't
name's
the
Martha?
ending.
What? Yeah, the climax of the I don't know what the hell
Yeah, the climax.
yeah, and they're like, oh, your mother's name's Martha too. Now we're gonna be buddies. Stupid.
It wasn't. That wasn't the only reason though.
It's pretty much the only reason.
No.
What name did you just say? Martha. That's dumb.
Spoiler alert.
I know, right?
Yeah, if you haven't seen it,
Hey, I haven't seen this movie yet.
if you haven't seen
know at
Batman
the
vs
end-
Superman, just so you know, Batman and Superman join up together. Here's a shocker.
Well, Rick's telling me that one of them dies, and I was like, they do, and then I was confused.
in the
for a
movie, he
while.
does.
I
He's
don't-
supposed to.
I don't remember that.
He's supposed to.
He's supposed to.
Supposed to.
Not supposed to. Supposed to.
Supposed to. I'm 10 years old again. Listen, he's supposed to. But anyway,
The one question I have, and this isn't really a spoiler.
go
but
ahead, Palsy.
Suicide Squad. So, Batman's supposed to be like in retirement or something.
No,
He's just
Batman already captured all these people.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
how they got in prison.
But then why does he not have a say in what's happening?
He does. They use this. You didn't pay attention to this whole movie.
I did.
They use. I got so upset
I paid
right
attention
now.
to the whole movie.
You didn't pay attention. They told you. They try to call it Project X. They're not using these people. The government has no idea about them. And if anything happens, they're just gonna kill them. And don't worry about it. Oh well. The government doesn't have anything to do with it.
Sounds like the government.
So what happened was Batman didn't really know about it, so no one else really knew about it while they were doing all this stuff. They only showed him doing one thing. And then after that one thing happened and they whatever they had to do, so watch the movie, Batman comes back and is like, listen,
Right.
I'm assembling this is the squad I want.
I might go this week.
It was awesome. Stay for the middle credits scene. There's a middle credits.
Don't stay all the way till the end. Though.
Yeah, because there's no
Like we
end
did.
credits. That's stupid.
Okay, so it's like in the middle, and then that's
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's Marvel's thing. Marvel does an end credit, and
Yeah.
Rick's like, oh, you think? I was like, no. I'm like, Rob left A. I'm
Disney
like, B,
does that
yeah,
too.
Something.
yeah, but Rob
Disney
left
does
during the
end
middle
credits.
credits, I think, didn't he? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Oh, he had a flat,
yeah,
and
it's
I
on
heard
time.
about it 17 times. I didn't really care.
Well,
Poor guy.
the middle credits, yeah. I mean,
That's a pretty
it's
cool
pretty
scene.
cool.
But whatever. I'm not gonna
It's-
tell you.
But all of those are just like, hey, guess what? There's gonna be another movie
Yeah,
of
that's
something.
what they do.
Or they always end it that way.
Right.
Where it could end there, but they leave it open.
Well,
for
they're talking about
more.
doing a Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Well, yeah.
They're talking about doing all
That was
kind of
speaking
spin-off
of
movies.
movie soundtracks earlier. That was a good
That's
soundtrack.
a good movie.
Good
I like
soundtrack.
that movie. Marvel could just do anything.
Yeah.
Marvel's like, I'm gonna make a comic book movie about plastic bottles, and I go see it, cause
You're Rick.
yeah, chances are Robert Downey Jr. is gonna pop up. Samuel Jackson's gonna be the other plastic bottle. It's gonna be fun. I don't know.
Goodness.
I don't know. I have no idea. We're gonna switch topics.
No more movies you want to talk about at Comic-Con?
What other movies were you excited
I
about?
don't know. You were excited. I don't even know what
Those
they
were the movies
showed.
I
Kinda
was excited
named all the
about. Yeah,
ones. The Rogue One was the big one.
I saw Rogue and Justice League and Doctor Strange, and that's all I really.
Captain
need to see.
Underpants.
They're all
Captain
coming out
Underpants.
next year?
Yeah.
And then when's the next Star Wars coming out?
No, Rogue is coming out the end of this year,
So it's
This year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Christmas.
16. Yeah.
and then
And then
Star
next
Wars
year?
is coming out. I think it's supposed to be summer, but it may get moved to the end of
Probably get
next
another. I think it'll be fall 17.
year. Yeah.
You know what I'm pretty excited about for Thanksgiving?
Dun 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 dun. Turkey.
Gilmore Girls revival.
Ah.
Oh, you and Taka watch it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Go.
I gotta
it's-
catch up on my Fuller House first.
You still haven't seen them all, or
No,
did they
I saw-
release more?
No, I only saw the first one.
Oh,
I tried to hack into Rick's account, but he gave me the wrong password, I think.
Nuh-uh.
I'll give you my password.
I'll
You're like,
shoot
it's
you.
either this or this, and I tried both. It didn't work.
Oh,
It's all right.
you can have my password.
Whatever.
I'll
figure it out.
I'm just gonna have to get Netflix at some point.
It's
They
$10
raised
a
the
month.
prices.
Oh, really?
Ugh. Oh, they did like 2 years ago, but they raised such a stink about it that like they kept all pre-existing people at the $8.99 or whatever. Now it's like $10.99. It's not.
I know.
It's not bad. Like they raised it like $2.
I know what I want to talk about now.
What?
I was watching Netflix, and there is, hey, you're gonna laugh at me, Tony Robbins, Not Your Guru.
Rick.
It was actually not bad. Listen, Tony
Wait.
Robbins is a big giant teeth guy.
Is this a movie?
No,
Or
it's
this
a
is-
documentary about
Oh.
Tony Robbins.
Oh, Netflix has some good documentaries.
Their documentaries
They're
are phenomenal.
amazing.
I watched like 20 minutes of a documentary about like hand soap.
I watched.
And it was
It's
so good that
crazy.
you stopped watching it.
But no, the Tony Robbins thing was actually pretty good.
Oh, that was another thing at Comic-Con. They announced they're doing another Making a Murderer.
That's the other thing I wanted to tell you.
I got like through an episode and I was like, nah, bye.
There is A&E did the Murder Made Me Famous. They have segments on Murder Made Me Famous where they do all court cases of like Charles Manson, and one was Steve Avery.
Mhm.
And once I found out of Making the Murder,
It was from
Making
his
Murder?
lawyers.
it was from
Funded it.
from his funded lawyers.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
all from
"That's
his side."
stupid." It's really, really good, but it's edited
It's a
tape.
it's biased.
It's completely biased. And they
I
showed
I
this
told
part.
you
I'm
that
like,
in the beginning it was funded
wow,
by them.
this dude was. Yeah, but I didn't know that. I was already 4 episodes in at that point. was like, this is awesome.
That's when you're filling in for Donna.
Do it. And then I'm like, oh, I did it. Damn it. I did it. But whatever.
I don't know.
Anyway, if you're looking for stuff to do, Netflix, Tony Robinson, I'm Not Your Guru. It's actually not bad. Like, there's some crazy people. And what he does is he has these conventions where it's like a week long. And it's like 10 hours a day for like 6 days. So it's
Todd,
not-
if you make it to 25 minutes, let Rick know what happens next.
What?
You only watched 20 minutes of it. So I said, if Todd gets to 25 minutes, let
yeah.
Rick know what happens.
No, I watched
Wait.
the whole thing.
6 days for 10 hours a day?
10 hours?
I don't
What,
know.
and
If
then he
cold.
brainwashes
I don't know
them?
if it's each day.
Like a cult.
No, it is. It's kind of like a cult, but it's also like group therapy. Like coming at
cult.
it, like I like the therapy angle. It's not really a cult, to where it's if you ever had group therapy. I've been to places where they had group therapy, so you know. And they go around. Everybody talks about their problems, and the problems they talk about aren't really the problems they have. They're just minor problems that they're telling each other about, just so they can say they have a problem. And then what he does is he goes, no, that's bullshit. Tell me what's really bothering you. And he breaks down layers of people, and that's a problem. Now, he does all this stuff where it's like all music and all theatrical shit. It's probably why I could charge so much.
How much does it cost?
Thousands of dollars.
Oh.
It's a week-long thing. It's crazy.
10-hour days, though.
I don't know if each day's 10 hours. I don't know. I probably should have done more research on that part. But, yeah. So, what happened is he does that.
Can you record it on VHS so I can watch it?
Maybe.
They're stopping making them. The last one was made.
Ah.
The last VHS player was made in China.
Well, anyway.
Anyway, back to your guru bullshit.
I don't think it was bullshit. Like, he was one of them dudes where, like, I'm watching
Did they
this
give
dude, I'm like,
updates on the people, like, after he helped them?
Yeah,
like,
like
if
a
their
full
lives
rescue?
changed?
yeah, and, like, one person that he helped, he put her through his schooling for free, and now she's the same type of behavioral therapist, and she helps other people. So I'm like, this dude's kind of crazy, but it actually kind of works. Like, all the stuff that he was doing, you think he's insane. And then all of a sudden you're watching it for like an hour and a half, and you're like, this motherfucker might be a genius, too. I just
Your
thought it was
eyes
interesting.
just got huge.
It's like, damn, because like a lot of the stuff he did, therapeutic-wise, worked, and it was really, really, he knows what he's doing. It's really dead-on accurate. But his methods are a little weird, but he's just using different methods to get to the same place.
Got it.
And it's crazy. Like, he has all of these people.
What's this called?
Tony Robinson, I'm Not Your Guru, or I think it's I'm Not Your
I'll
Guru.
look that up.
It's actually not bad.
Let's try it out.
You were watching it, and you're like, these people are fucking insane. And then you just get sucked in, like all of Netflix.
Is
And
it
it's
like a
2
one?
hours
Is it
later.
like a docu
It's a
series,
No,
or
it's a
is it just
documentary.
a,
It's just one
like
off.
an hour?
It's an hour and a half,
documentary.
something like that. But it's not bad.
Netflix has some good documentaries.
They do.
It's really
I
good.
like it.
They're just good.
The DNC and the RNC finally got done.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. None of that traffic. I don't know. That was my transition.
Although, yeah.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Well, the DNC,
You're going to have to edit this podcast a little bit.
No, I don't care about that.
the DNC
Oh,
documentary, they
edit.
both start with D's.
I don't like the fact that this thing keeps popping.
I
in.
know. What are you doing over there?
I'm not doing nothing. Whatever. I have Randy. I just put the music
Oh, my
down.
God.
Yeah, I don't like.
I did go to the Snoop Dogg DNC concert, which was fun. The
Yeah.
Unity Party.
Nothing says voting like Snoop
Snoop
Dogg.
Dogg. It
But he
was
was
like
good.
exclusive that
Well, tell us
like
about
I was
it.
like with senators and stuff hanging out.
Senators smoke weed too.
Oh, they
La
do.
la la.
Trust
la,
me,
la,
they do.
La 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 la. The greatest vine. There's a vine of Snoop Dogg.
With 2
And he's doing-
gallon bags of weed, one in each
And he's
hand.
just doing a joint. His mouth is going la 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 la. That's all he's doing, and it's amazing.
He's a parent. Oh, he's gonna be at he's gonna be in Camden with Wiz Khalifa this weekend.
Holy shit!
on
So
Friday.
if you're in Delaware, you'll still get high.
Yeah, the two of them, they're gonna be at BB&T.
There's a giant fog
I think
going over
it's
the river.
Friday or
Up, Snoop Dogg.
Saturday. Friday or Saturday. He was a good show. He's a good
I don't
performer.
know what a Wiz Khalifa is. Should
You-
I?
Yeah,
He's a
Probably.
pot smoker.
well, yeah. What's
Is he the
on-
black and yellow? Black and yellow. Black and yellow.
I think
No?
so.
I don't know. I don't know.
But
You're asking me and Todd.
no, but
Todd,
if
you
you
don't
ever
have
get a
Wiz
chance.
Khalifa's greatest hits?
No, I mean I've heard of him. I don't know his music.
Is he the one with banging the girl with the bald head and the big ass? She was cute.
Let's see. It's Wiz Khalifa talks high. It's the High Road tour.
Is that the
Snoop
one with
Dogg and Wiz Khalifa.
So what? We get drunk.
No,
so
that
we
was
smoke
actually Bruno
weed.
Mars. And
So no, I think
who
that's Wiz
sang it was
Khalifa.
Snoop, Wiz, and Bruno Mars sang that.
I
one
like
too.
Bruno Mars. So what?
Let's
We
see.
get drunk.
So up,
Oh.
smoke weed. We're just having fun.
I don't know. I think it's
Alright.
time to.
Oh yeah, he
Oh,
did
yeah.
Black and Yellow, and
Black
he
and
did
Yellow,
the
Black and
"See You
Yellow."
Again," the Furious 7 song.
I don't know. Maybe.
You'd
It's
know it.
another stupid movie.
Young, Wild, and Free.
Yeah, that's it.
He was in that. Yeah.
Young and Wild. I go to that concert. Snoop Dogg and Young and Wild and Free.
Bake Sale.
Fucking A. All kinds of cookies.
On My Level.
I go to that concert. I'm in Camden. Somehow I turn into Russia. How did I get here?
Black and Yellow song.
Black and yellow, black and yellow. John Lennon wants to shoot himself in the face. That dude just became famous. That's the song. Black and yellow, black and yellow. That's what he says.
I don't think John Lennon would want to
Stupid.
shoot himself in the face after being shot.
I
to
think
death.
the expression you're looking for is rolling in his grave.
That too.
Because he kind of was shot in the face. Wasn't he?
How the fuck is Yoko Ono didn't get one bullet? Not one. She didn't get nicked. She didn't
Oh,
get a bruise.
think she was in on it?
She wasn't. Was she
could've
with
been.
him?
Yeah, she was right next to him.
Oh, I thought she wasn't. I thought he
They're
was
fucking
by,
arm in arm.
I thought he was by himself. Excuse me.
Get the little Chinese broad, put her in front of her.
Oh.
Put your attitude down.
Who
Attitude.
what's the guy-
About your attitude earlier. Franny
Was the
yelled at
guy-
me twice.
was the
Yeah.
guy who killed him like a sniper or something?
No, the guy who killed him ran up on him and shot him.
Shot him.
Okay, well
Point
then,
blank, that's why she
okay, well
didn't
if you're right in front of me, I'm not gonna hit her.
Yeah, it's point blank,
not?
man. Yeah, why? Look, Rick's like, why couldn't you? Just
Please?
do us all a favor.
Really? Oh. I think it's time to end.
Shoot
soon.
this podcast in the face.
It wasn't that horrible.
No, it actually wasn't bad. We went through a lot of stuff. We didn't have a lot of structure.
Yeah, no, we had nothing
And
prepared.
we had no Kevin, so the
Like
soundboard
that's it. Don't
wasn't.
let that get.
Beep 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 beep. Them sounds weren't that good, but we'll try better next time.
Yeah.
Try better
now
next
you just
time?
Have to
No,
figure out
let's
where
see if
the
we can
closing
figure out
is.
this goes.
I got it.
Check us out on Facebook and on iTunes and Google Play. I think that's all he covers. All right, you have a
Yeah.
nice day. Bye-bye. I don't know.
Thank you all for listening, Kevin. We're all thinking about you, buddy.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.